Go ahead.
I have to know. You're fine. I have to ask this question now since we're, because one thing you brought up earlier, and I want to bring it up too, like, maybe you can enlighten us, me, whoever, women out there, because I want to know this.
Okay.
Where are the men in church? Why is it demographically you are more than likely to see a lot of women, females, young girls in church more than men?
I had a girl tell me the other day, right? Before you answer that, she said that when she go to church, the only men she see are either young, like they gotta have their mama there with them, or they old men, you know, deacon, and you know they 50s and old. Right. You know, so where are the middle-aged black men?
Where are they?
I mean, unfortunately, man, from a statistic perspective, a lot of that age bracket between 18 and 34, 35, and even 40, I mean, realistically, there's a lot of us incarcerated.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And then if we ain't incarcerated, if we're not in incarceration, we're on probation.
But
no,
that was how you were going to church.
Yeah, what about church?
That's what I'm saying. And so what happens is that you ask yourself why these same guys sit on the corner every day, do the same thing. A lot of these guys sitting at home playing PlayStation, ain't doing a whole lot of their life. It's because a lot of our, in particular culture, black men, I believe, they just don't have a lot of hope anymore. And so there was a time that the church was a community place, a place of hope.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, I believe until we get that part worked out, and that's something I'm after, even in my ministry, that the woman, she find a good guy, she said, oh, you great, baby, there's something good in you, blah, 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 but he don't believe it. Yeah. And so, you know, he would do, he revert back to another chick that ain't trying to push him.
Well,
Because, so my point is, so the church is like that. The church is just like a great woman to a man. Mm-hmm. Well, we push her. Step up, be the head. You hear all these pastors say, and so a lot of pastors are demeaning to men, like, you know, you ain't doing this, you don't go to church. We're like, well, he came this Sunday, man. Like, you know, and so it's so much of that, you know, point the finger, and it's, I was that guy, but I just kind of broke out of it because I felt like, you know, one day, and the same thing I'm telling y'all, the same thing happened to me. It's like, man, well, I said, man, I need a real church, blah, blah, like this for men that like this, real guys. And I'll never forget what another pastor, he's passed now, Pastor Garrett says, what if this church that you're talking about can't no man go to because you ain't started it? It's something about being, if you never been through nothing, you know, you just can't tell who going there, how to get from there. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So now you got church. Well, now, what are you going to do now? The pastor, him and his wife been together 40 years. I walk in saying, well, man, I got 2 baby mamas, man, and this little chick I'm kicking, can do, you know, and so my point is, a lot of times it just seems so, can it work for me as a man? Mm-hmm. And so he meets you, you're great, you love God, you in the Word, you worship every Sunday, and he's saying, you know, your girl, she just, she just wants some honey buns and a pickle sausage. Y'all laughing. And so what happens, he'll just settle for...
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm so for real.
It's okay, I get it. Honey buns, pickle sausage.
I'm just saying that's a push.
I understand.
You know what I mean? And so,
nah, this is my thing.
Men are not to get pushed.
I don't mean to cut you off, but I hear a lot of people, you know, men tell me as I talk to them in the streets that they feel like church puts a lot of pressure on them.
Right.
Now, you mentioned something toward that, right? But with the pressure, it's like you said, they want you to go every week. They want you to be putting tithes. They checking your pockets. They look, hey, you short on your tithe this week.
Well, can I say this now? There are some churches that they won't. Okay, I will say that I don't want to demean any church in Tampa, Florida, because I know for a fact there are some.
Not the place.
There are some, you know, that actually are legit, and they have men in there that have good objectives. I just want to put that out there first because I have met some good people, so I don't want to say that.
But we talking about why the black men aren't in church.
But why aren't they? Okay.
And the reason why, like I told you, that the people that I speak to, they tell me, like, with the pressure it comes, you know, they need to be there every Sunday, they need to be tithing, they need to be, you know, aspiring to be on the deacon board, they need to be doing all this, and also on top of that, the judgment that they may feel because they're not, you know, knowing every verse, they don't, you know, they don't come every Sunday, or they might have certain things in their life that they might feel is going to be viewed negatively from the people in the church, from the pastor, from the deacons, from the, you know, the people in it.
What can I say as a woman? All right. To some degree, I think that you, as a man, should be able to, a man that really genuinely loves a woman and wants to be in Christ, in my 2 cents about the thing, is that you should be able to accept some of those challenges. And the reason is, if you want the responsibility of being respected as a man and to be the one that heads your household, that's something you're going to have to step up and do.
True.
And so, well, then that leaves me as a woman asking, well, what do these guys need to do out here? Like, where are the leaders that will give them some guidance? Because I can tell you something, all day long I see empowerment and women sticking together, but the men, they are not there.
The problem most of us is we're lonely.
Yeah.
And we don't say, one man walk around with like, you know, so we go to the park, we ball, we do this, we do different things, but it's a thin road. You ain't got, it's not many men that can say, dog, my chick tripping, man. Let's go get something. Let's chill out something. I ain't really trying to call my baby mama right now. Right. But it takes a place of, how do I open up to another man and say, dog, I ain't on no other. I mean, but like, what do you do if you laying beside your man and another dude call him and he genuinely saying, dog, my girl tripping, dog, and I ain't trying to call him baby mama. We don't be there for each other like that.
Yeah.
That's why we die quicker. That's why we leading in. That's why men are leading, especially black men. We leading in suicide, drugs, alcoholism. We leading everything because you know what we do. We'll sit in front of the TV, be like, hey baby, you all right? We straight. I'm good.
Yes. Yes.